Gospel fans around the world are in shock. Yolanda Adams, the legendary voice of faith and inspiration, just made a confession about CeCe Winans that no one saw coming. At 64, she's breaking decades of silence, revealing secrets and personal truths that could change how we view one of gospel music's most iconic friendships. Stay tuned because what she shared is bound to leave you speechless. Yolanda Adams and CeCe Winans are two of the most celebrated voices in gospel music. For decades, they have inspired millions with their songs, their faith, and their influence in the church and music world. Fans have always admired their talent, their spiritual dedication, and the public perception of a deep bond between them. But what if everything we thought we knew about their relationship was only part of the story? Recently, Yolanda Adams shocked the gospel community with a confession about CeCe Winans that has left fans talking and questioning what really goes on behind the scenes. This is not just a casual revelation. It is a candid insight into a decades-long friendship, personal struggles, and untold experiences that have shaped their lives and careers. In this video, we will take you step by step through Yolanda's confession, exploring the context, the reactions, and the deeper truths that most people have never heard. You will hear the untold details about their connection, the challenges they faced, and the moments that tested their bond. This is where it gets interesting. The story is full of surprises, emotions, and truths that go beyond music and fame. By the end of this video, you will understand the human side of two gospel legends in a way that has never been revealed before. To truly appreciate the impact of Yolanda Adams' recent confession, we need to understand the history between her and CeCe Winans. Their friendship and professional paths have been intertwined for decades, and their influence on gospel music is undeniable. Yolanda Adams began her journey in gospel music in the 1980s, steadily building a reputation as a powerful vocalist with a heart for ministry. Her voice carried both strength and vulnerability, resonating with audiences across churches, television, and eventually international stages. She quickly became a symbol of hope, faith, and excellence in gospel music. Around the same time, CeCe Winans was rising as a formidable force in the gospel world. Coming from the legendary Winans family, she was no stranger to music and ministry. CeCe's style combined traditional gospel with contemporary influences, allowing her to connect with both churchgoers and mainstream audiences. Her authenticity and talent made her one of the most respected figures in the genre. It was inevitable that their paths would cross. Early in their careers, Yolanda and CeCe met at gospel events, award shows, and collaborative projects. They shared stages, supported each other's work, and even exchanged mentorship and advice. From the beginning, there was a mutual respect rooted in faith, talent, and understanding of the unique pressures that come with being in the gospel spotlight. Fans often saw them together at concerts, television appearances, and charity events. Their interactions appeared warm, genuine, and sisterly. To the public, they seemed like a gospel duo in spirit, each amplifying the other's voice and influence. Their connection symbolized solidarity in a world that can be both demanding and competitive. But behind the smiles and the collaborations, both women were navigating the pressures of fame, personal expectations, and the challenges of ministry-driven careers. Yolanda Adams, in particular, often faced scrutiny over her public persona, balancing the need to inspire with the desire to maintain authenticity. CeCe Winans, while coming from a musical dynasty, carried the responsibility of living up to a family legacy while forging her own path. The truth is, their friendship was not just built on shared stages and awards, it was tested through life's trials. They have witnessed each other's highs and lows, victories and disappointments, and personal struggles that rarely reached public attention. Over time, this created a bond stronger than casual friendship, but also one layered with complexities that only those who have walked the same path can understand. And this brings us to the moment that has the gospel community buzzing. After decades of partnership and mutual admiration, Yolanda Adams recently broke her silence with a confession that sheds light on a side of their relationship no one expected. She revealed insights into their friendship that go beyond music and ministry, truths that are intimate, candid, and they don't want you to overlook. This confession challenges the public perception of their friendship, forcing fans to reconsider what they thought they knew about these gospel legends. What Yolanda shared isn't just about CeCe, it's about the realities of fame, faith, and personal relationships behind the scenes of gospel music. After decades of friendship and public admiration, Yolanda Adams' recent confession has sent shockwaves through the gospel community. Fans have long seen her and CeCe Winans as inseparable allies, a symbol of unity and excellence in gospel music. But Yolanda's words reveal a side of their relationship that few could have imagined. At 64, Yolanda spoke with a vulnerability that surprised many. She admitted that, like any long-term friendship, her bond with CeCe Winans has faced challenges, misunderstandings, and moments of tension. "We have always loved and respected each other," Yolanda said, "but it hasn't always been easy to navigate fame, expectations, and personal differences." What makes this confession particularly striking is that it comes after years of silence. Yolanda has never publicly addressed the nuances of their relationship in this way. For decades, fans have speculated about closeness, rivalry, and influence, but her words now provide clarity, while simultaneously raising new questions. Yolanda revealed that there were times when both she and CeCe had to make personal sacrifices for the sake of their careers. Tours, recordings, and ministry events often kept them apart for months, testing their friendship. Yolanda described moments when she felt isolated, watching CeCe thrive in ways that she sometimes wished she could emulate, and moments when CeCe similarly faced pressures that others couldn't understand. Perhaps the most shocking element of Yolanda's confession was her honesty about competitiveness. She admitted that despite deep respect and love, there were times when envy and professional tension existed between them. "We are human," Yolanda explained. "Even with love, there are moments where you feel the pressure of comparison or the desire to shine in your own right." This revelation surprised many gospel fans because both women have always projected harmony and mutual support. To hear that even such iconic figures experience ordinary human emotions like rivalry or self-doubt made the confession resonate deeply. It was a reminder that no matter how gifted or revered, every artist faces struggles behind the spotlight. Yolanda also discussed how their relationship has evolved over the years. She acknowledged that early in their careers, communication was sometimes limited and assumptions were made that caused friction. But over time, they learned the importance of honesty, transparency, and mutual encouragement. "We have grown not just as artists but as friends," Yolanda said. "What matters is that we are able to celebrate each other's victories and support each other in challenges." And here's the part that has fans talking. Yolanda disclosed that her confession was motivated by a desire to dispel rumors that have circulated for years. There have been whispers about disagreements, misunderstandings, and even professional rivalries, and she wanted to address them head-on. Her words make it clear that despite occasional friction, the foundation of their friendship remains love, respect, and shared faith. But Yolanda didn't stop there. She hinted at personal experiences that shaped her perspective, moments of disappointment, lessons learned in ministry, and times when CeCe's guidance or honesty helped her make critical decisions. These insights reveal not just the dynamics of their friendship, but also the mutual mentorship and influence that have defined their journey together. And just when it seems like the confession is complete, Yolanda adds a final, deeply personal note that despite fame, criticism, and public scrutiny, the friendship with CeCe Winans has been a source of strength, inspiration, and accountability. "She has been my sister in faith, my confidant, and my partner in ministry in ways that few people understand," Yolanda said. "And that is why I felt the need to finally share the truth." This confession has changed how gospel fans view not only Yolanda Adams and CeCe Winans as individuals, but also the realities of friendship, rivalry, and support in the high-pressure world of gospel music. And yet it leaves fans with a lingering question. What private conversations, decisions, or challenges have shaped their bond in ways the public has never seen? While Yolanda Adams' recent confession shed light on the general truth of her friendship with CeCe Winans, there's much more to the story that fans don't often see. Behind the cameras, behind the stages, and behind the public appearances, these two gospel legends navigated challenges that tested their bond in ways few outsiders challenges was the pressure of expectations. Fans, media, and even colleagues often viewed them as the perfect duo of gospel music. Every collaboration, every public appearance, and every social media post was scrutinized for hints of tension, favoritism, or discord. This constant spotlight created an environment where even minor disagreements could be exaggerated into rumors. Yolanda admitted that this pressure sometimes made it difficult to speak freely with CeCe, because any personal conflict could easily become public fodder. Another challenge was the balancing act between personal ambition and mutual support. Both women have enormous talent, distinct voices, and strong individual brands. In a competitive industry, it's natural for each to want recognition for her own achievements and yet maintain loyalty to the friendship. Yolanda revealed that there were times when she and CeCe had to consciously navigate these moments to avoid misunderstandings. "We both wanted to shine, but we had to learn how to do it without dimming the other's light," she said. Distance also played a role. Tours, recording sessions, and ministry engagements often kept them apart for months at a time. This physical distance sometimes created emotional distance, making it harder to communicate openly. Yolanda admitted that there were moments when assumptions filled the gaps, leading to unspoken tension or misinterpretation of intentions. These gaps could have damaged the friendship if not for their commitment to honesty and reconciliation. And then there were the personal challenges each faced individually, which inevitably impacted their relationship. CeCe Winans experienced intense pressure as a member of a famous musical family, often balancing family expectations with her own career goals. Yolanda Adams, meanwhile, confronted the challenge of sustaining her ministry influence while maintaining authenticity and avoiding the pitfalls of fame. Their personal struggles sometimes meant that they could not always offer support in the ways the other needed, leading to moments of frustration or misunderstanding. Despite these difficulties, both women consistently found ways to lift each other up. Yolanda shared that some of the most meaningful moments in their friendship occurred when one provided encouragement during career low points or personal trials. She recalled instances where CeCe's advice or prayers made a profound difference in decisions that affected her ministry and personal life. Likewise, Yolanda's support helped CeCe navigate moments of public criticism or personal uncertainty. Social media and public perception added another layer of complexity. Fans often assumed a seamless relationship between them, expecting unity at every event. When rumors of disagreements surfaced, the public was quick to speculate. Yolanda admitted that part of her confession was aimed at correcting misperceptions and giving context to moments that had been misrepresented. She wanted fans to understand that, while tension existed at times, it was natural and human, not a sign of a broken bond. And here's where it gets truly compelling. Yolanda hinted at private conversations and decisions that have shaped the trajectory of their friendship over the decades. She spoke about moments when difficult truths had to be shared, when feedback could have hurt feelings, and when compromise was essential. These behind-the-scenes experiences highlight a key truth. Long-term friendships, even among legends, are rarely free from struggle. The confession also revealed the emotional depth of their connection. Yolanda described how, despite challenges, the friendship provided accountability, spiritual guidance, and genuine care. It became clear that their bond was not just about professional collaboration or public appearances, but about sustaining each other in faith, life, and ministry. But here's the cliffhanger. While Yolanda has shared much about their friendship, she also hinted at moments and insights that remain private. She acknowledged that there are aspects of their relationship that only they can understand, decisions, conversations, and experiences that shaped their connection in profound ways, and that the public may never fully grasp. This leaves fans wondering, what are the deeper truths behind their decades-long bond, and how might those private moments have influenced their careers and personal lives? When Yolanda Adams made her confession about CeCe Winans, the gospel community erupted. Fans across social media platforms, from Instagram to Twitter, were quick to react, some expressing shock, others showing support, and many sharing personal stories of how both women had inspired their lives. The confession didn't just make headlines, it ignited conversations about friendship, faith, and the realities behind the public image. Reactions highlighted the influence both Yolanda and CeCe have on fans. Many expressed admiration for Yolanda's honesty, praising her for showing that even close, long-term friendships face challenges. Comments flooded in like, "I never thought I'd hear Yolanda say that," and "It's refreshing to see honesty from our gospel icons." Fans were deeply moved by the vulnerability she displayed, recognizing that it humanized two women who are often seen as larger-than-life figures. On the flip side, the confession also sparked speculation and debate. Some fans questioned whether tension between the two women had been brewing for years and whether the revelation signaled deeper issues that hadn't yet been publicly addressed. Headlines circulated suggesting that there had been unspoken competition, moments of jealousy, or disagreements over career decisions. While Yolanda's words clarified much, the mystery behind private moments kept fans intrigued and eager for more information. The industry itself took notice. Gospel artists, producers, and insiders began commenting on how unusual it is for public figures in the genre to openly discuss the complexities of friendship and collaboration. Many praised Yolanda for breaking the silence and addressing rumors, noting that her confession could encourage transparency and honesty among other artists who often hide personal struggles behind public facades. Music critics also weighed in, highlighting the impact of the revelation on the legacy of both women. They pointed out that the confession adds depth to their public personas, showing that their achievements are not just the result of talent, but also of resilience, sacrifice, and navigating interpersonal challenges. Analysts noted that by sharing her story, Yolanda reinforced the idea that true greatness in ministry and music requires not only skill but emotional intelligence and the ability to maintain meaningful relationships under pressure. Social media hashtags related to the confession began trending within hours. Fans used tags like hashtag Yolanda Adams confession, hashtag CeCe Winans, and hashtag Gospel Revealed, sparking thousands of conversations worldwide. Memes, commentary videos, and fan reactions multiplied, further amplifying the buzz. Some viewers created compilations of past moments between Yolanda and CeCe, comparing them to the insights revealed in the confession. The engagement level indicated that this wasn't just a passing news story, it was a cultural moment in gospel music. Even beyond fans and the music industry, the confession had ripple effects in the church community. Pastors, church leaders, and ministry influencers discussed how transparency in relationships, even among high-profile figures, can be a lesson in humility, forgiveness, and accountability. Yolanda's words became a talking point in conferences, sermons, and interviews, emphasizing the human side of spiritual leadership and the importance of maintaining authentic relationships despite public pressures. Yet despite all the analysis and discussion, the confession left lingering questions. What private moments have truly defined their friendship? How have those moments shaped their decisions in ministry and music? And, perhaps most intriguingly, what other insights might Yolanda share in the future now that she has broken her silence? These unanswered questions keep fans engaged, speculating, and coming back for updates, ensuring that the conversation around the confession continues to grow. In short, the impact of Yolanda Adams' confession goes far beyond a single statement. It's reshaping how fans view friendship in gospel music, it's encouraging honesty and transparency, and it's sparking discussions that touch on personal growth, professional rivalry, and spiritual accountability. The ripple effect is still being felt, and the story is far from over.